Facebook, kind of figuring out this platform here. So let's see. As people join us, maybe we could flip this camera around if we could figure it out. Otherwise, we may be holding our phone a little funny. If you've got questions, feel free to, feel free to chime in with questions. Sorry, working on flipping this thing around here. What's up? We're going to do the Texas walk. I just got to figure out how to flip this around in the program/app that I'm using. Let's see here. What's up, people? Feel free to comment. I'm figuring this out as we go because we're using the new thing to do this. So, sorry for the delay. We will be showing you guys the layout here if we can figure out how to flip my camera around. All right, well, I don't seem to see the button to do that. Super exciting when someone's figuring this out live, huh? There we go. Don't know if we are getting this. Let's see. Oh, that's weird. Doesn't look like it is allowing us to access the camera at this time, which is super awesome. Oh, here, let's see. Bam. Oh, bam. There we go. All right. So now if you're watching, here you go. We did have to move a bunker. So this is the Texas Sunshine, whatever the heck they call it, layout. Hang on a second. I'm going to mess with this for a second because my video looks super weird. It's backwards. So one sec here. There we go. Okay. So we got our D side. We've got our snake side. I believe it's all done and correct. So let's go. So from the back center, standing at the start station, this is kind of what you could see here. I would think that there's actually kind of a shot on the, I think we call it the Dallas, but the can. You could definitely drop paint in right there. But beyond that, there's not really great shots here on the D side for anybody going wide. You could see right back up the middle, which is cool because if they send one guy and you shoot him, you could definitely keep eyes on this. Definitely get tight enough to still keep paint in the little gap and not get clipped by your mirror. So let's look at the snake side back center shots, and then we'll walk all the way around the field. If you have questions, feel free to comment them, and we can try to answer them for you. So snake side shots. Let's see here. So snake side shots. Looks like a decent shot actually on, there's a can that's here. Looks like it's 10, almost like basically 20 feet away. So I would think that, you know, someone quick could definitely make it, but if you're lollygagging, you're maybe not going to make that bunker. So shots, big gap here on the snake side. Not really a lot beyond that from the back center. So those are kind of our two back center shots. I guess we'll go D side since I said that. So from the start station, we've got our Dorito corner and our Dallas bunker. I'm going to start here on the start station. And as I break out here, this is what you see. So you can get some paint heads up if you wanted to. A little bit of paint on the back center, but again, I don't know if I'd take this shot shooting it at the back center just because you might get clipped. I'll show you the inside shots. So you can see the gap just past the snake side can if you want to keep eyes on it, but doesn't look like there's a ton of shots here. You can drop paint on the back center, and that's what you got on that side. Other side of the field, you can shoot at your mirror, but it looks like you could play low and potentially wrap, you know, to get past this little gap. Like your mirror's not going to stop you from getting into the Doritos. Dorito corner kind of could, but yeah. So it looks like the only thing really stopping this first Dorito move is going to be like the tall Aztec there, or potentially if someone were to go up to the stand-up wedge, you know, to get paint in this gap, but not a lot else is going to stop it. So that's pretty cool. Probably worth getting in here off the break. We'll look at this one, and then we're going to go back to the corner. So on the inside, you know, not really a lot of shots on snake side. You can kind of shoot the edge of that wedge, you know, but if you're playing tight in here, potentially dropping paint in on the, I believe it's the gateway bunker. Kind of can see that guy, I guess, a little bit, but a little risky with these Dorito bunkers. So on the tape, you can definitely see your mirror. Corner guys probably going to be strong because of those two blocks there. They could drop paint on everybody. So you can kind of, if you were low here wrapping, you may not see the corner guy dropping paint on you. But I mean, you can see here, really, if you got somebody wide and you were able to trap them, like it's a huge gap for people to get through here. So let's go back to the corner. Feel free to comment. I don't know if I'll see it, but if you want to see anything, whatever, I am going to go to each bunker. I started in the back center, and now we're in the Dorito corner. So, you know, you can see, definitely see the snake move if you're looking this way, talking to your team. You can drop paint in on the can, drop paint on almost everybody. Obviously, if they're playing low, it's going to be hard to hit them, but, and then on the tape side, you can, there's a sliver of a shot on your mirror if you're up high, but you could definitely play low and sneak around this from your mirror. You could drop paint in on the Dallas, which is what we call the can on the D side, D1. So this is actually a really strong corner bunker too. Looks like it is blinded out from the, I think we're calling it the turret, with the tall Aztec in the center. The Aztec that's on the snake side though, that's probably going to be a good, if they're dropping paint in here, they're going to catch you. Maybe not see you, but could catch you. So this is your bump up if you go from the corner. It looks like through this gap here, back center, and both of the towers can shoot at you. The Dallas can kind of drop paint in up high, but they're not going to catch you if you're down low here. So you can see what you can see here. The corner is way out, so it's not going to do anything to you. Maybe if they were in the like Dorito 3 or 4, I don't know what people are going to call it, but you'd have to come way outside your bunker to get clipped by that guy. So that's this one. Let's check out the move from D1 into this baby Dorito. So as we go across, the only thing really stopping us is not really the back center. They could be shooting paint, but if you're low, you'll be fine. Tower, the Dallas guy can't really shoot it. So there's not really a lot of shots besides that tower that can stop it, it looks like. You know, I mean, if there's Dorito players, they can play, you know, wrapping heads up, but if you're diving, those blocks are going to kind of block that. So anyway, that's this bunker. Next Dorito. Big gap from the snake, so you should be able to see that guy if he goes, right? Like, so same thing here from the second large Dorito. You can wrap, not quite. Let's see, so you can see everybody that can shoot you here. You can wrap all the way for everybody besides the back center, so you won't be able to put the back center in if you're here trying to make the bump across. Back center could definitely keep painting this gap. Dallas guy can't see you. If you're low, your mirror can't see you, but you can see, you know, up high, you can kind of see everything. So let's see. Quick over the top on that Dallas. Yeah, maybe. I'll do it on the other side, I'll show you. So Dorito, third large Dorito. Definitely can sneak paint in on. You have to get up high to get paint on that gateway bunker. But same thing, you know, you get far enough out the field and this is going to stop people. So on the tape, you can see your mirror. I can't see the corner. You could definitely, this is tight. You could see the outside of the second large Dorito. You have to come out wide here. Like this is where I see the Dallas at, and the back center and that tower are going to be able to shoot me. So if I get like in here, I can kind of drop paint on the edge of that Dallas, but it's going to be up high. So we'll verify it's the same on the other side too. But even in here, I mean, if you get low, you can definitely crawl. There's nothing here. So that tower guy can kind of see you. So you could definitely crawl around here. There's going to be the other tower. You can across this gap. Try to go to the inside. If there's no one snake side there, just the gateway guy, you could potentially make, you know, this move. But that gateway's going to have a shot on you, so you want to be careful with that. Gateway and the wedge. That could get you into here. Where now, I don't know if the back center will be able to slide paint in on you. It's a quick over the top. They might, if they push into the bunker real hard, they might be able to get paint in here, but it looks tight. And then just getting across this gap. Definitely great shot on the gateway then. It's gonna really suck to be that guy. To get here. No real snake shots though. Like even this in the 50. The snake, I think it's one, that little tall Aztec, can't really get paint in here. So from here, you can definitely wrap. You shoot corner, Dallas guy. Click over the top on the back center. So, I mean, that's kind of our D side. I forget the shot we're going to verify here, but you know, same thing. If you get nice and low, you can kind of sneak past this gap. There's the first one, second one. So anyway, that's the D side. Let's go look over the top of the Dallas because you got to do that, you know. Then we'll check out kind of the middle D side. So Dallas over the top. All right, so off the start station. 50 a little back towards the center. Oh, too late. Just seen the comments, so maybe we'll go back over there. Start station. If we were to go up into this tower, it's definitely makeable from the back center guy to get wide enough, but there's going to be potentially that tower on the snake side keeping paint in here. But I would think you'd be able to get wide enough with this big block to stay low. So it should be makeable. Gets paint on the snake side if you wanted, or wide on the D side. So this is probably going to be pretty solid center bunker with the ability still to fill over. Let's check this out. So clearly you can see that huge gap there. You can kind of see the back center, see the tower, and that's kind of what stops your move over. There's a little gap right here if this guy's from the can if he's putting paint through, but pretty safe move there. So that might be some cool plays there. Let's go up to the center 50. I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious here, but so really only shots on the K and the tower back center. Show you over the top just so you can see. Corner still does have a shot on you, so if there is a corner, you're probably not going to be able to wrap too much. But, you know, that's what you got on the Dorito. Let's see, back off that 50. A little back towards center after you shoot. It's the center. I don't know. I'll just stand here. So this is the 50. Hopefully this answers your question, Keegan. Like, yeah, so you can back up. If the gateway was gone, you get back up to get shots on the can and stuff. This is still very safe for sure, as long as there's not a gateway or a wedge guy. So, all right, we're gonna go play kind of the center snake side, and then we will play or walk the snake side. So, let's see. We already looked at the shot. The back center shot. If I was starting, looks like we're losing connection maybe, but we'll keep trying. So we'll start here. If you bring what you got, so you got cross shots. Pretty good shot, it looks like, on the big Dorito. Snake side, you could definitely into gateway. I might be having connection problems, so we'll see. Heads up stuff here. The back center can put paint through here, so getting into this wedge might be difficult. We'll see. Probably a good reason for that back center guy to shoot at the can, just to keep it a little low, is to stop these two guys, hopefully. Shots on the inside. Shots on the tape. Can't see much of the snake at all unless they're on your side. Kind of can't really, I mean, really that gateway guy puts you in, you're not going to see him go. So let's go up in here. This wedge. Nothing great on D side shot wise, besides potentially stopping, you know, a 50D player, or like we talked about, catching that last Dorito guy moving into the brick. Inside shots, they're there, not fantastic. Definitely, if you're shooting someone out, it's because they're battling with you, not because you pinched them out or anything. Does the snake tower stop Doritos? I'll go back and look in 1 sec, Darren. So this is the snake side wedge. It looks like, I mean, you can kind of have your mirror. Nothing great here either, though. I mean, it's not terrible. You can hit backwards next or pretty much straight sideways to get to the snake. So we were to make that move. Looks like there's nothing crazy stopping this, that tower, but he's not going to be able to shoot you if you were to come over and dive. So, and realistically, even, you know, from here, you get your mirror in, get across, takes it part way there to where now you're here and you're blocked out by those pins. And those guys are really, even the can, it looks like can't really get paint into the beginning of the snake. So if you were to dive in tight here, you should be, I would think, okay. So snake tower, stop Doritos. I don't think it really did. Let's check again. So if you were able to shoot the first big Dorito guy, then you could stay on this and kind of play the contained game, right? I mean, especially if you were to shoot the can guy, now you can keep painting this first gap, second gap. But, and I guess you do have the gap here, the big gap. But you're not necessarily going to stop someone from D1 to like the corner or D2 or the baby Dorito. So, but I mean, it is pretty wide gap there. They can wrap and put you in though, so that strategic advantage is lost, but it's not a bad bunker at all. Definitely has eyes on the D side, so you know if you went there. And it has it the whole time off the break, so you could definitely see how many bodies went D side without a lot of risk. So anyway, let's go back. Start station, we'll go over to the can. So start here, gut up, get my hand out of the way. I think it's, yeah, probably. So like I said, there is a shot from the back center into this. If you were to dive, I would think you'd make it every time, but not everyone does that. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's worth a back center guy getting paint here, maybe not. So from here, can't see much on the D side. You can see the outside of the D1. You could definitely drop paint in on this, the Dorito corner, excuse me. We'll go over to the top just so you can kind of see that. You can see your mirror. You can definitely drop paint on the back center, which is going to be tricky, but you could also get low from the back center to make your bump over and they won't catch you. Same thing with the tower. If we go low, there's really not a lot of stopping this gateway move. So, I mean, you got to put your mirror in. Put your mirror in, and as long as you stay low, once you get to about here, unless the gateway has paint like literally on the inside of the bunker, which is unlikely because they're not going to see you leave anyway. And this is pretty safe, which is cool. You know, you're mirroring that wedge, obviously. From gateway, no real D side shots besides into the 50. You can get a little bit of paint on that snake side tower if you want. You got the gap here, so you gotta get your mirror in. I mean, even the snake move is kind of cool. You probably have to get that tower guy in. Your mirror, the tower, as you go across. So once I get here, this little gap, most of the pills are blocked out. I mean, obviously there's some cross corner D side shot, but that guy's probably not just laying paint in here. So there's a little bit. I mean, if you went straight into the snake, like into the snake portion, no one really has a shot in this spot, right? If you come back out to this W, now that can kind of put paint into here, potentially hitting you, but they're probably not going to catch you if you're going into this area. So let's get out to our Dorito corner, which is not really a corner. So crossfield shots. This is actually pretty good, like crossfield block if you just want to have someone sit here and plink, but pretty boring, but it is a huge gap. So as far as crawling the inside part, you are going to have to put in that can to make this crawl. If you were just crawl, like I could definitely shoot you in the pack, I would think. Pretty confident of that. Here, I don't really play these little edges, but people do. Put paint in the talus. So you can at least like crawl around the outside. Obviously, you can see your mirror and tape there. But it looks like you could crawl the outside of this. The only catch being just hot. That's probably going to catch you coming around this as you crawl up. So a couple routes to go up. From snake one, inside, Dallas shot, wedge shot. That's kind of it. You know, center 50, or excuse me, the 50s, D side. So if anybody wants to see anything else, just let me know. We can go back to it. This one I need to put a little air in, but here's what you got here. Now, one thing I'll note is that with these long runs in the snake, it might be a little harder to crawl up to the, like, or you might get caught by someone in that wedge, just because if I were to crawl here and someone's up high, they could probably drop paint down into me. So you're probably going to have to put that guy in if he's, keeping paint in this gap to get across. So we'll go into here. A little better shot on the Dallas. Can't really see the wedge without backing up a lot. If you do back up a lot, then you can see the beginning of the D1, tape side. Some more to check your guys. You can kind of see through this gap pretty safely, which might be valuable if you're here and you're not sure what a snake guy is. The problem is, if I did this, it would be to prevent someone moving up the inside, but that guy could also just crawl there, shoot you on tape. So let's see. If I crawl the outside of this, looks like no one can really shoot into the outside of this bunker, besides maybe like a D1, D side tower, the D side wedge. So if you don't have those three guys, you go this route. I don't know if I would just lay down and crawl to the beam and up if a Dallas was there. I'm not sure you can get low enough just because this is off, so we'll find out. But if someone crawls up from here, great shot on the D corner. They could still hide from you if they play low, but they'll be much closer to pinching them out. You can definitely back up to shoot at the Dallas guy because you're pretty protected from the inside. Do this nipples thing, eh? 1, 2, 3, the wedge, the tower, and the back center. If you do play the outside, the can guy, that can is a little bit low. Just a little bit. But it looks like this guy's a little bit of a shot on the outside. So this is one side you could see it. On this side, the shots is going to be the same. That bunker is missing a little bit of air, so once it stands up properly, it's going to be the same shot. So, but getting across this 50, you definitely have to get these three, specifically the two taller ones in to really get across this gap, I would think. So here's our shots from this next thing. This is going to happen on every field, by the way, as these little bungees are going to be here. So you come out, you might take out a bungee and miss a shot because of it. So just be aware of that. There's a tower guy here. You're going to have to play carefully. The Dorito guy can't really shoot you. This is cool, though, because if I were to get in the snake like I'm out here, gateway guy, trap, can guy, it gives you a lot of ability to still hide and play safe in the snake. So let's go on the inside. This is their S1. And here, back center, you got lots of shots. Someone shot gateway. This is way out of the bunker, so if I was in the snake, I'd want to be aware that can exists, because if this guy's gone, if we get rid of the can and the gateway, now I can crawl into their side of the snake and just start picking off their back line. Boom, 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 right? So this is the last one. Obviously not super safe from those guys. Just gonna kind of get to this outside. So anyway, that is the layout. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. So that's the layout. I hope it all worked well. I hope the video went well for you. Let's see. So that's the layout. We went around the whole field. If you want to go back and watch it again, spent about 25 minutes looking at shots and stuff. So it does look cool. Looks fun. I don't know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to practice, but this is going to be a fun layout. So